Chapter 2 The Meeting. The conference room was long and wide. The long wooden table in the middle seated important people of the islands of Starshine, mayors of the cities, guards of the bridges, and the Star Police. Austin sat down at the chair that had his name tag placed on it. Good morning, everyone. The door opened again and a short, stout man walked through. As all of you know, I am President Gustav of Starshine's 6 beautiful islands. The president was the next important person of Starshine next to Alexis. He walked over to the end of the table and sat down. His top lip was hidden by a white, fluffy mustache. His right eye was covered by a monocle. He stared at Austin for a few minutes. I hear you are the son of the great Geoffrey Oxley, President Gustav said. You are correct, sir. My father lost his powers when I was young, so I take on the family business now, Austin replied. Yes, I heard. That was a very terrible loss back then. Please welcome Princess Alexis, the guard announced. He opened the door. Alexis walked in. She was dressed in the morning gown she wore when Austin and her met in the dining room. She walked over to the seat across the table from the president. Good morning, Gustav. Why do you bring us all here? She said. There have been many strange things happening on the streets of Starshine, to Starbrights mostly, the president announced. Whatever could be happening to them? Alexis asked. Well, there have been several reports of missing Starbrights, the leader of the Star Police said. That happens every couple of years. A sickness spreads around and some Starbrights go missing. I will do everything I can to help these Starbrights. Star time is today, so that will heal some of the sick Starbrights, Alexis said. Most of these Starbrights have been found, dead, a member of the Star Police said. Well then, do we know the cause? Alexis asked. Not yet, but we do know that it is not just a sickness. It is something much more powerful, the mayor of Darnish City said. What do you mean? Austin asked. He means that some Starbrights have been hypnotized also. The other day, a member of the Star Police reported to me that he caught a Starbright trying to break into a store. When he caught him, the poor Starbright wasn't well, so they took him to a science room to check his brainwaves. They found that messages had been sent to his brain, making him do things. That is why the Starbright was breaking into the store, the mayor of the great Starbright City explained. Well then, tell all the Starbrights to stay indoors. They can only come out during star time, Alexis told them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to enjoy breakfast. Austin, will you join me? Yes, Alexis. Austin stood up and walked with Alexis to the dining room. This time they sat right next to each other. I think the president is stupid for calling that emergency meeting. Every once in a while, some Starbrights get sick. I do everything I can with star time. He makes it seem like it has never happened before, Alexis said. But what about that hypnotized thing? Has that ever happened before? Austin asked. No, but there is bound to be a cause, she replied. When should our wedding be? Soon? I think we should wait a little while, just till this sickness thing blows over. We don't want anything bad to happen. We could tell my parents when we get there next week. Are you still coming with me? Of course, Austin. I love your parents. They're so friendly. I love you so very much. I can't wait to get married. She kissed him. The doors swung open. A guard came in. Come with me, princess, he said, walking toward her. What for? She stood up. No questions. Just come with me to the boat dock. I will not go anywhere until you explain to me what is going on, she shouted. The president told me not to tell you until you get to the dock. The president? Is this another one of his stupid meetings? The guard grabbed her arm and yanked her next to him. He put his face close to hers. I said, no questions. Get off me! Let go! She shouted. Austin stood up. Let go of her, he said. What are you going to do, Austin? The president said as he walked into the dining room. There were 2 guards next to him. What are you going to do to me, Gustav? Alexis shouted at him. We are transporting you to a protective island. You are not safe here, Gustav said. Bring her to the dock. And you, he pointed to the guard to his right. Guard Oxley, I don't trust him. The guard that had Alexis took her to the guard on Gustav's left, and they both carried her behind the president. Austin ran toward the door. The guard stopped him. Let me through, Austin said to him. No. Let me through. Sit down. The guard pushed him into the chair. I was told to guard you, and that is what I'm going to do, the guard shouted.